Most entrepreneurs think if they can attract a buyer, that buyer is just going to keep buying more because they're a buyer. But people don't buy again unless they see a new problem and your offer is the new solution. If you don't introduce that problem, they might not know about it, which means they're never going to take your offer as the solution. Think about it this way. Somebody wants to lose weight, and so they join a gym. In their mind, their problem is solved. They've joined the gym, they just need to put in the work. They don't see the need for a personal trainer until they hit a plateau. If they're not aware of the problem that causes that plateau, they still won't be receptive to your pitches of, hey, get a personal trainer. So you need to introduce that new problem to them and then position the personal trainer as the best solution to get to their goal. In this video, I'm going to run you through the simple system that seamlessly strings together problems and solutions so that you can continue to sell to your best customers and really understand how to increase that lifetime value for better revenue gains. Okay, so let's just quickly recap this and say, you've probably heard me say it before if you've seen my stuff, that, buyers, they buy again. And so the best thing that you can do is to run something like a $1 product challenge to cut out those freebie seekers and focus on the givers, the people who are going to pay, because once somebody buys once, they are way more likely to buy again. We've seen between 12 and 56 times more likely to buy from you after buying once compared to a free lead. But this isn't a case of just going, hey, we also have this offer, buy it now. So what does it come down to? It comes down to the 5 stages awareness with Eugene Schwartz. So this is a graphic that I did a couple of years ago. Essentially, there are 5 stages of awareness. You've got unaware, people who don't know that they have a problem. Aware, they know that they have the problem. Solution aware, they know what the solution is, but they don't know how to actually implement that, who provides that solution. Product or offer aware, they know that there is something there that offers that solution. And most aware, they have everything that they need to know. They just haven't yet taken action, so you need to push them towards that. Now, if we are to think about this in terms of that gym, let's imagine somebody they have this goal. You've got the person here, they want to become this person over here. This is what we always sell. We always sell that transformation, the after state of doing all of the work. This is their minus £50 in terms of the goal that they want to hit. And here they are £50 over what they want to hit. So they join the gym. In their mind, they're like, I've just solved the problem. If you walk up to them on that first day as they walk in the door and you say, why don't you also get a personal trainer? It'll make it so much easier. They'll be like, don't need to. I've just bought a gym membership, mate. I'm all good. When will they want to have a personal trainer? They'll start to see progress with the initial offer. So they'll get to maybe here. And this is what I always like people to build with their front end offers, their $1 products, is you basically help people overcome that first hurdle. You get them seeing results and traction. The fact is, with such a low ticket offer, you can't really offer all of the help for that full transformation. But here, maybe they're a plus 45, they've lost £5, and they're like, yeah, you know what, this gym thing's really working. They're more motivated now because they're seeing traction, they're getting results. However, things start to slow then. In the same period of time that they lost £5, once we do it again, they lose another £1. So now they're at plus 44. Hold on, things aren't working. What's wrong? Is it because I'm not doing this? Is it because I'm not doing that? So they know something's wrong, but they don't really know what the problem is. They know, they're kind of like, So your job is to then come in and introduce that problem. And you tell them how this thing is manifesting in their life. Your gains have slowed. You don't feel like you're progressing as much. It's harder to get the motivation to come back. But does any of this sound familiar? They're like, that's exactly what I'm going through. And so then you're like, do you know what the big problem is? It's that. And then whatever the problem might be, you're not using this equipment correctly, so you're not losing as much weight, or you're not gaining as much muscle mass, whatever. You're not being consistent because you don't have a reason to come in, so you're coming in whenever you want, and it's just not consistent enough. Or maybe it's that they're not working hard enough when they're in the gym, they're not pushing themselves. There's 101 different reasons why somebody might not be seeing the results. The fact is, you don't need personal training to hit that result because there are people who do it without personal training. But for argument's sake, let's say that you pick one of these reasons and you say it's because they're not pushing themselves hard enough. If you pushed yourself an extra 10% harder, you'd actually hit your goals in a lot faster. And they're thinking, okay, then how do I actually do it? So I know that the problem now is that I'm not pushing myself. But they're like, well, I don't know how to push myself harder. I thought I was doing well. You know what? One of the best ways to push yourself harder is actually to have somebody there to push you on, to motivate you, to push you, to challenge you, and to show you how to use those machines that you don't use. So now they're a solution where it is a personal trainer. And okay, cool. So I understand that. And then this is where you start to segue into talking about the actual offer. We've got 10 personal trainers, different prices. And this is where, if you've seen my other videos on how you can sequentially remove the hesitations that people have to actually purchasing, when you're introducing the product, this is when you also do those. You talk about like the cost, the ROI, whatever it is that this person is going to be most hesitant about in terms of buying. You then go through those to remove those so that they feel comfortable and confident in buying. So they're now product aware. They know that personal trainers are a thing. What you need to do, you're not sure it's the best fit for them. So you need to remove those hesitations so they feel like this is the best fit for them. It's going to be the fastest way. You'll get the fastest results. You'll get money back, whatever it might be. Sequentially remove those hesitations. Then they're fully aware. They know that they have this problem. And the cause of the problem is that they're not pushing themselves. Once they know that, here's the solution. Solution is personal training. I understand personal training can help me reach my goal. Then you remove all of those things, and they know everything that they need to know. They know the problem, they know the solution, they know basically what it will do for them, how long it will take, how much it will cost, and all of this. They know basically everything that they need to know. So now they are most aware. All that you need to do at this point is go, Dave over here's got 2 spots open for next month. If you want to jump on it, they'll go quick. You've got 24, 48 hours to make a decision because Dave will fill up for that month. So if you do want to test it for a month, check it out. And that's essentially how you've turned somebody who joined the gym into somebody who is also now going to go into personal training. And that's increased the lifetime value of that person. It's not about just saying, hey, get a PT. You have to understand the customer. You have to understand the problem that they have and how it manifests so that you can introduce the real reason for that problem. Then it's the solution. Then you remove the hesitations about the actual product. And once you're there, you can be like, hey, what is the conversion mechanism? How are you actually going to get them to take that final step? Boom, done. Let's say then that this might be a twice per week PT session, and you want to then move them into PT times 4. How do you do that? You, quite simply, start the process again. Let's make that a bit smaller. So you start the process again. So now they're doing it twice a week. Wow, you're getting so much gain. They're getting to here now. But again, they're plateaued because they're not turning up to the gym enough. If you came to the gym one more day per week, we could do this. And again, you introduce the new problem. And then you talk about the new solution. And then you remove the hesitations that they have around this. And then da-da-da-da. That's it. And if you can string this kind of thing together where you take somebody from unaware to problem aware, solution aware, product or offer aware, and then they're fully aware. And then basically, once you've sold them this new product, the cycle repeats. And obviously there's a deeper level to each cycle. You're pushing people forward with everything. And this isn't as manipulative and everything as it sounds. You're helping people work towards their goal here, right? That they are getting progress. The thing is, a lot of people, they get stuck on the marketing and the promises made for the initial product and the initial offer. And so they think that's all that they need. It's never really the case. Very rarely can somebody walk into the gym on day one and be like, I want a personal trainer 7 days a week. That's very few people will do that. So you have to build up to it. It's that yes ladder that I always talk about, where you've got the high ticket offer here, you've got the low ticket stuff here. You need to build people up so it feels like a natural progression. That's essentially what you're doing here. You're just having the sequence of making them unaware to fully aware in between each of these progressions. And then it's a logical progression for them. They don't feel like they've been hard sold to. This also disqualifies bad leads so that you are only left with people who are good fits and will actually use the product. It's much, much better overall this way. So essentially, it's a really old system, the 5 stages of awareness, but it works. It goes back to basic human psychology. If you want to sell more stuff to customers who have already come into your business, this is what you do. Introduce them to the new problem, offer the new solution. Do it again, do it again, do it again. The best way to do this to get the most compounding gain, you start off with a buyer, and you can use something like the $1 product challenge, which will be below this video. You can get a link to that to actually find the buyers. And then, like I said, these people will be 12 to 56 times more likely to buy when you actually implement this system. So the $1 product challenge will help you find the initial gym goer that's going to pay. And if you want the rest of the system, join Growth Models Plus. In there, we've got the whole templated system that you can basically set this up in your business, copy and paste it over. Really simple. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Reach out to me at growthmodels.co. But if you want to get this started, I recommend you start with a $1 product challenge to identify the buyers. If you already have buyers, go check out GM Plus, because there we've got a whole system and you can just implement this in your business. But remember, just because somebody has bought once does not mean that they are simply going to buy again. When somebody buys once, that just means that they're more likely to buy. You still have to go through the sales mechanism of selling them again. And the 5 stages of awareness is one of the best ways to do that.